Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Wednesday PPM. So we're back after absence last week. So we do have a gallery tonight. So don't forget, get all your builds in by 8 p.m, please. As Mark, as always say, only does one refresh. So we put this Facebook group on a Wednesday and a Friday on YouTube for the guys in the actual Facebook group, which is Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group, and the link is pinned at the top of the chat. If you're not a member of this Facebook group and you would like to join, just press on the link, send a request, and we'll see about getting your membership, and the membership is free as well. So as rules apply, because minors are watching this stream as well from that Facebook group, please be courteous, no sexual content, no swearing in the chat, and that goes for me too. Mad Dog has to behave, yes. So we're very thin on the ground tonight. As everybody knows, Ron is poorly. So, Ron, if you're out there watching, mate, I hope you get better soon, mate, and we'll hope to see you back on panel as soon as possible. Simon's not joining us tonight because his whole street is out with the internet, so he's only got mobile data. Wow. So, so it's just the three of us tonight. So, as always, we've got the one and all, Mr. Mark Smoltz.
Evening.
And also we've got that Mr. Dave Mac Builds as well.
Good evening, all.
So I'll start reading the chat if you guys want to go down cameras. Okay, so Panzer Cats is in and he says meow, welcome in there, Panzer. And he also says evening, Lindsay. He says evening, panel. We've got Mr. Mark's Hobbies in. He said hi, one and all. If you would like to join, let me know in the chat and I'll put the in the chat for you. Apple says good evening, Mark, Lindsay, Mark's Hobbies, got Puddy Cat himself or Panzer. So welcome in, Athel from Bonnie, Scotland. Mark's Hobbies says hi, Athel. And we've got that Mr. David Markey in. Welcome in, David Markey. Nice to see you again. And he says evening, Lindsay. And he says evening, folks. And he says hello, Mark, and hello, Panzer. He says hello, Athel. Hello, Mark H. Athel says evening, David M. Mark's Hobbies says hi, David. Panzer Cat says hi, David M. He also says hi, Mark. And he says hi, the other Mark. Panzer Cat says hi, Apple. Mark's Hobby says hi, Panzer. Panzer says hi, Dave Mac. And we've got Mr. Following Ghost in from across the pond. How are you?
And Panzer. And everyone.
He says hi, everyone. Apple says evening, Dave Mac. Panzer says hi, Ghost. Apple says hi, Ghost. Following Ghost says hi, Apple and Panzer. And he also says hi, David and Mark. And we've got that Mr. TBG in as well, Mr. James, and he says, hi, everyone. Welcome in, James. Hello, Mum. David Markey says, hello, Dave. Athel says, evening, James. Following Go says, hi, TBG. Panzer Cat says, yes, I hope Lord Potty behaves himself. Yeah. Panzer Cat, no, David Marcus says hello, Ghost. Panzer Cat says hi, Ron. Get well soon. Panzer Cat says hi, TBG. David Marcus says hello, James. TBG says yes, Dobby. We are watching you. He also says hi, David Markey, and he says meow, Panzer Cat, and he says hi, Following Ghost. Hi, Apple. And we've got Mr. Dorcasaurus in, a man himself with his coffee, and he says hello, everyone. Hello there, Dorca. Nice to see you for the second time today. Apple says evening, William. Panzer Cat says hi, Dorca. TBG says hi, William. David Markey says hello, William. So that is a chat caught up with.
And good evening to everybody in chat.
Yeah. So I'll go down camera. So don't forget, we have got a gallery tonight, so please make sure you get your builds in before 8 p.m. Okie dokie. So, go to me first. Okay, so I'm going to carry on with 155 millimeter So I haven't got that much more to do to it. I've just got a few accessories put together, paint, and get them on, and we could do a coat of lacquer on another day, and then stick decals on, and then lacquer it over again, do a little bit of weathering, bit of chipping and stuff. It's not going to get too much, but you know. So that is me. That's what I should be fiddling about with tonight. So, Mark Swans.
I'm just going to be, because I've got the gallery and it's 2 weeks of gallery, I'm just going to be working on the power mod for this Enterprise D build I'm doing.
Cool. That looks very, very spaghetti junction job, that is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mark.
Okay.
Dave Mac, what do you got for us tonight?
Doing your build.
You're doing my build, are you?
Yeah, The Exorcist.
That's not my build, it's your build.
This is what I'm doing. It's a new one, but I'm waiting for another new build coming in on the 25th or the 26th, which is the 1/200 scale Trumpeter USS Arizona.
Cool, nice. So we'll come back to you a bit later.
Yeah, okay.
Okie dokie. So David says, Lindsay, breathe. Take a brush of fresh air. Okay, TBG says, cut the red wire, Mark, and the red wire.
The blue one.
Panther Cat says, I have a question. Is Roxy still in the doghouse this evening? Yeah, she is. I've let her come up on the bed, but she's had no fuss today. So she knows she's done wrong. TBG says, has Raggy Jr. had his op yet? Well, he's a little bit whimperish because he did take him to the Raggy vets, and he's been and he says hello with a little whimper. Okay, so yeah, just enjoy yourselves, guys. Chat away in the chat to each other or to us. You know, just do the usual thing. We should do the gallery about 8 o'clock. Well, 8:05, something like that. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this. I think I might find some wire. Dooby-dooby-doo-boo-boo. So we've got 13 in so far. Thank you very much, guys.
Welcome on.
Welcome. Right. So if anybody wants to come in and join us, you're quite welcome to. Let me know in the chat and I'll put the link in. It's like your neighbour's dogs, I can hear, Dave.
Yeah, it's one of them. You don't know when to shut up.
Just threaten them, tell them you're going to turn them into a flying dog.
Yeah. That's all they ever do is bark. Not nothing.
Take it, there's more than one of them.
Yeah, when one starts, the whole street starts.
Yeah, I know what that's like here. I think everybody around here's got a dog.
Well, it's on the next street round the corner from us. They've got dogs. This end, it's got cats.
Panzer says, Lindsay, can I recommend Chiara Wire for the replacement of the terrible street? Where do I find that, Panzer? Hannons. Oh, cool. Panzercat says, Dave, they could do worse. They could leave you little deposits in your garden.
Cats do. You just do it on the lawn instead of in the soil, and I've got to end up cleaning it up because that's my neighbour.
Yeah.
If you could have a word with the cat to stop coming in my garden.
Yeah, I'll have a look, Panzer, later on Hannons. Shit. I knew somebody would come in and say that.
What?
Read that comment, what TBG says.
I'll have a look.
TBG says, I wonder if Ron put his back out, flicking the cat litter from his tray. Got Dale Mac 3D in. Welcome in, Dale. And he says,
Dale.
Everyone.
Hi, Dale.
TBG says, hi, Dale. Panther Cat says, Dave, who said it was your neighbour's cat? He also says, hi, Dale. And Dale says, hi, TBG and Panzer. Says Dave Mack, have you a zoo anywhere close by to you? As big cat manure is definitely a no to persist.
No zoo near me. We did have one years ago. It's called
David Markey says hello, Dale. Ron Hetman's in. Welcome in, Ron. And he says,
Ron.
And he says, hi, Lindsay, Powell, and all in chat. I hope you're okay, buddy. Hope you're getting better. Apple says, evening, Dale. David Mockey says, hello, Ron. Apple says, hi, Ron. Panzercat says, hi again, Ron. TBG says, hi, Ron. Dale Mac 3D says, hi, David and Apple. I don't believe there's anybody's chat there. Ron says, yes, just got back from the doctors and not doing too bad, but we'll have to rest a lot. So no rushing to that window watching them women.
And no rushing to the litter tray.
Panzer says, so no somersaults for you then, Rob. Back in a minute. So we'll have a little bit of belly and bench, shall we, guys? So, Mark, what's in yours?
I had a prawn mayonnaise sandwich for tea. Got a cup of tea and working on this Enterprise D.
Yeah, a day back.
Well, this morning I had a strawberry shake at 5:30, and that's all I've had up to now. And on my bench, I've got the world's greatest exorcist. And on the bench, no, in my drink, I've got a bottle of water.
Well, I can't tell you what I've had yet because I've not had my dinner yet. So I'm having that after the live stream. But I can tell you what I had for my breakfast. I had eggs, bacon, beans, and bread and butter. But for tonight's tea, I've got, when I finish the live stream, I've got sausage plat, potatoes, stuffing, Yorkshire puddings, gravy, and veg.
Nice.
Sitting in the microwave while waiting for me. So, what about the people in the chat? What have you had tonight? April says 0 degrees C and more snow forecast. Apple says southern fried chicken and wedges and coffee.
Don't tell Terry that.
Yeah, southern fry, yeah. Panther Cat says belly pork chops with boiled potatoes, bushy peas, beverage, empty mug of coffee, bench still hiding upstairs alone in the dark and feeling very, very lonely. Okay. Got 14 in so far. Bit. Apple says, thought you said bench was a breeding ground for your homely spiders, Panzer. Panzer says, Mark's quiet.
It's consecrating.
Yeah, he's contemplating. Panzer says, I'm sure it's Apple. Big spiders with moustaches and tattoos. Panzer says, Mark's very quiet. I'm worried. Not. TBG says, belly, Viper with cream cheese. Bench nout as there was my 16-month-old great nephew around beverage, water, possibly air fix. Ooh. So is everybody getting ready for Christmas then?
No, it's cancelled.
Cancelled it, yeah.
Yeah.
Most around here, they got their decorations up already.
Yeah, they have over the road, and we're only in November. I said to myself, why? Why did he do it?
I love Christmas, I do.
Well, on Christmas morning, I'll be in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a video. Where everyone else will be having their Christmas break.
Well, if there's anybody on, I should be floating around in chat, but I shan't be doing any live streams myself. Not Christmas Day.
Oh, come on, Lindsay. But be a sport. Is there something wrong with your microphone, Lindsay? It's making a right racket.
That's probably me doing this on my bench. It picks up everything.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Really does pick up everything. Right, bit of advice here, tank guys. I want to know whether spades in this era have wooden bits on their handles or anything, or were they just metal and painted in green? I would say this AS90, I don't know, 70s, 80s, probably, maybe 90s. Panzercat says language, no swearing. Panzercat says typical Lindsay always breaks his own rules. What did I say? Mark's Hobby says Christmas Day I'll be working. Oh dear. TBG says you'll probably get the village spiders singing YMCA or in the Navy. Panzer. Apple says wooden handles, but ask Panzer. Well, I don't know in this era, so.
In the gravy.
In the gravy, yeah. Oh dear. Panzercat says Lindsay, they were wood but painted in green or black. Oh, okay. So I'll paint them in green then. Not a problem. So, Ron, are you resting? Your feet up on the settee and remote in the other hand? Lots of goodies on the coffee table. It's got to be done in a bit of comfort eating.
Yeah.
We've got Stephen Haynes in, and he says, "Hi, Lindsay, Mark, and Dave." Apple says, "Evening, Stephen." TBG says, "Hi, Stephen Haynes. Welcome in, Stephen Haynes. Nice to see you." Panzercat says, "Hi, Stephen." Stephen says, "Hi, Apple." He also says, "Hi, TBG," and Mark's Hobbies and Mr. Panzercat.
Hi, Stephen.
In the gravy, made by Bistow in the gravy.
That was Freddie Mercury's new song he was writing, wasn't it? In the gravy.
Yeah. They brought a coin out of Freddie Mercury now. I think it's... I don't know who it was by. My missus was telling me about it. Because when she asked me, she said, "You know what coin they brought out?" I said, "Not another Titanic, is it?" And she went, "No." Because if it was, you knew I'd get it.
Slight problem, Dave Mac.
Wow.
There is a Titanic coin collection out there.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm collecting them.
Oh. Well, I've got a coin collection of the famous shipwrecks. And the very first one that came was the Titanic.
It's this one.
Oh, nice.
Done by Westminster. You get 2 a month, I think it is, or 3 a month.
How much are they?
First one I think was just 50p plus postage,
Yeah.
and then it's $27.99 every month.
Oh, wow.
Following that, but it's a unique collection.
Yeah.
That 50p was there to suck you in.
It's
Oh, is this
Titanic. It's Titanic. It sucks me in anyway.
Do you remember them pocket watches that was brought out?
Yeah.
I was collecting them. I got about 4 or 5 of them. I did. None of them sodded worked.
That was a kit done by Hachette.
Have you still got your pocket watch that we got as a free gift, Mark, from the Titanic?
Yes.
I got mine, and the back fell off it, and I can't get it back on.
I've still got my one from the Eagle Moss build as well.
Yeah. Eagle loss.
They're the ones that went bankrupt.
Yeah. And I can't understand why D'Agostino's gone merged with Fallon.
Yeah. Okay, David Markey says hello, Stephen. Ron says, yes, I am. Got all I need. Thanks. Yeah, he's got a banquet. Stephen Haynes Model says hi, Ron. Mark's Hobby says hi, Stephen. Following Go says hi, Ron and Stephen. Panther Cat says I started a note collection. So far, I have 5 £10 notes. Yeah.
And I've got a load of rare coins in my tin. And one of them is Peter Rabbit. Actually, a couple of them are Peter Rabbits. And some have been going on eBay for 800 odd quid. Let's have a look into that.
Well, when they do away with cash, it'll all be antique, won't it?
Yeah. And that'd be the biggest mistake they'll ever make.
Yeah, they will do if the internet goes down.
Yeah.
Cause some chaos. Everybody will be outside Downing Street with a begging bowl.
Yeah.
To get to. Stephen Hayes says hi, following Ghost. David Marcus says I got a stack of barrels going free to a good home. Dorcosaurus says lunch today was an assortment of Jesus with crackers and some lemon cookies on the benches. The 75 bird and I am drinking water. Apple says Posty just brought my 6th gen fighter by Kobe, made in Poland at 1/48 scale, Apple says.
Oh,
You see, you was waiting for that, weren't you? Dorcas says, laugh out loud. I'm not going to correct it. So don't forget, get your builds in, guys, by 8 p.m, if you would, please. Keep Mark busy. Cat says, Dorcott, I assume Jesus was Jesus. Mark's Hobby says, hi, Ghost. 21 in. Thank you very much, guys. If you please put your thumbs up, would be much appreciated. Try and get that in there now. It's a bit like putting a round peg in a square hole. You watch me go break something. Here we go, we got it. That's the good one. Just painting it while it's on there. Boom, shaka. Okay, got quite a bit more chat coming in. Apple says, I like cheese, and peas, William. Dorcasaurus says, yes, Panzer. Panzer says, begs the question, Dorca. Does Jesus go with Fridays? Dorcas says, laugh out loud, yes. And we've got Martin Willis in, who says, hi, everyone. Hello there.
Martin.
Martin also says, hi, Lindsay. Apple says, hi, Martin. Pantercat says, hi, Martin. Martin says, hi, Mark. Also says, hi, Dave Mack. PBG says, hi, Martin. Martin says, hi, Apple. Martin says, meow, Panzer. Martin says, hi, TBG. Also says, hi, Dorca. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Dorcasaurus. Dorca says, hello, Martin. Martin says, hi, Stephen. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Martin. Stephen Haynes says, hi, TBG. Martin says, good day, Ron. Hope you're okay. David Markey says, hello, Martin. Martin says, hi, Dale. And Dorcas says, hi, Stephen. Dale says, hi, Martin. And Martin says, hi, David M. Yeah, Roxy's really sulking. That's all right. She's not my friend right now. Martin says, hi, Ghost. So you're going to be in your shed Christmas Day then, David?
I certainly am.
So I can be watching a video then, eating my Christmas dinner.
I'll be in for an hour.
For an hour.
For an hour.
An hour. Martin said,
All day.
Martin said, walked home from work and it's cold and icy. Didn't you have some snow as well, didn't you, Martin?
We had no snow. All we had was rain this morning. Bit of rain. But while I was in Bury, I think it was just before I was leaving, I could see some snowflakes. So I thought, well, time to go.
Okay, Ron says, well, I am off to bed. Great stream so far. Enjoy the rest of.
Right, good night, Ron.
Good night, Ron. Take care, mate. Panzercat
I'll
says,
see you.
take care, Ron. Okay, she's got 16 minutes to get your built in. Dorcas says, night, Ron. So, yeah, if anybody's not a member of the PPM and you would like to join, there is a pinned link at the top of the chat. So if you want to join, just press on the link and send out a request. Membership is free. Martin says we had a couple of hail showers and a couple of snow showers this mornings. David Markey says, take care, Ron. TBG says, night, Ron. Dale says, snowed through the night here, settled about an inch or so, but was gone by the mornings. Martin says, take care, Ron. Panzer says, no snow here, but I do have snowballs. He's got a packet of snowballs. TBG says, snowed here too this morning. Apple says, night, Ron. Remember to take a flask of coffee and snacks. Save you rising during the night. Don't forget your cat litter tray. And we've got Mr. Drim Builder in. Hello there, Drim. Nice to see you. It is evening, Lindsay, panel and chat. Hope all is well with you. Martin says, hi, Apple. Panzer says, hi, Drim. Apple says, evening, Drims. Martin said, hi, Drim. And TBG says, hi, Bushy. Drim says, prepping for a snowstorm, so I'm up in 4 hours. Gonna keep you busy, is it, Drim? No, you take care out there. So I'll go around the bench. I know Mark is busy trying to prep the
Enterprise
gallery. So without disturbing him too much, that's what he's been doing. So he's got a lot of spaghetti junction going on there.
You've not seen the main saucer section, have you?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I've seen people build this, and it's like spaghetti junction, isn't it?
It is.
So that's what Mark's been doing. So Dave, Mac, how far you got with this?
Well, I just put the gun inside the armour there. I'm just going to put the little on top of that. That's done. Just taking me time, really. That's how far I've got up to now.
Cool. Nice one. Okay, me, all I've done is painted the gun, got that on, doing shovels. So when they're dry, I should pop them on as well. Then I've got a couple of more bits here to sort out on there. As I said, I'm not using that string because it's absolute not good. So that's what I've been doing. Drim Builder says, indeed. Dorcas says the high today is 80 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. Nice. Martin says, good job. I am knitting chunky winter hat. Yay. Got to keep your brain warm. Dale says, Mark, do you have any promo codes for the fan home? I think it might sub to the Enterprise D.
No, not personally, but I think if you go on Fan Home's website right now, there's a cyber deal on where you get 30% off your kit, I think. But yeah, you can still sign up for it.
If they're still doing it, that is, though.
Just checking now.
Okay, Hans Cat says, I've got the news on in the background. I thought the Scottish fans could celebrate, but the island's nation of Curacao has us beat. Ooh.
Yes, it's still available to subscribe to it.
Panzer will be crying in his cornflakes. Delmat 3D says every model on offer bar the Enterprise. Laugh out loud. So if anyone does want to come in for the last hour, give us a shout in the chat and I'll drop the link in. But you have to behave. The concentration. Martin says, my Space Marines are on hold as I am waiting for some paints. Okay. Apple says, even the Scottish Tiddlywink team were beaten by the Dutch. Panzer Cat says, yes, behave. Don't do a Lindsay. Really? These guys have so much faith in me, don't they? Really, really do.
Well, I don't really know.
Yeah, I reckon I'll be finished this this thing by the weekend.
And I should finish. I should have my Enterprise finished this time next year.
This time next year. Well, you have had a big break on it, you know.
I know, with the other builds.
Yeah.
I just like to take my time with it and just not shit. Even though when I get back to it, I can't remember where I'm up to. It's usually the case with me.
Okay. Well, I did enjoy your video you put out anyway.
Oh, there'll be more coming out. I'll be back on it tomorrow.
Okay. Martin said I should have the paints by Saturday. Cool.
Nice one.
Panzer says, imagine he used the C word on our live stream when children are listening.
What, Casablanca?
Casablanca, yeah. Dalmat 3D says, Mark, do you think the Enterprise will sit on one of those LCRS stands for cosmic scale models? I think that's from cosmic scale models. I think it would be.
Possibly, yeah.
Wouldn't it be too heavy, Mark?
Depends on what the weight they can hold. But I mean, you do get a really crap stand with it, and then you can go for the premium base, which is what I've gone for. And that's like a mirrored LED base.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the stand that Todd's using, Mark?
I think he made his own.
Okay, Panzer Cat says, no Christmas. Oh, damn, I swore now. Yeah. That's a swear word to some people.
I've not heard from Baby Cakes for a while.
Oh, I should imagine she's about lurking somewhere.
Aye.
She was on Scott's stream today, I think, if I remember. Apple says, Panzer, it's not Friday at 5 p.m, so it used to be Crackerjack.
Oh, blimey, yeah, Crackerjack. With the cranes.
Yeah. Dalmat 3D says, might reach out to Keith on Cosmic and see if he can help. David Markey, she was on Terry's last night. David Markey said. Yeah, I'm sure I see her in Scott's stream today.
I didn't know she was there because I was on with Terry last night.
Martin says Baby Cakes was on Scott's stream today. Yes. Panzer says DP was present this afternoon on Skippy's stream. Apple said yes, Monica was on Scott's show. Dave back. Yeah, it'll be gallery time soon, guys, in 5 to 10 minutes. So, any last thing you want to put in?
Where's the account? Lindsay,
Yeah.
did you by any chance have a gap at the top?
Let me see what you're doing.
There. Where's my gap there? A gap here. Putting this top on. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. You need, the bits it slots onto down the sides.
Yeah.
You need to clear that out a bit. You'll probably find there's a couple of little bits of
I better have a look and then I'll see.
wobbly bits in it.
Where's my file?
Martin says I should post my knitting laugh out loud. You see those ridges on the top, on the bottom of the build, where it goes to on the side, Dave?
Where?
Yeah. Is there any obstruction on them? Because I had some obstruction on mine.
What, on the top or here?
I'm on about the bottom of the chassis.
Oh, right.
You know where that top piece sits onto. Is there any obstructions?
Yeah, there is one here.
Yeah. Following Ghost says, hi Dale, Dorker and Martin.
So when they do these molds, they really do them thick, don't they?
Yes, mate, they do. Well, it's ABS. It's ABS plastic.
Mm.
Just be on there now.
Wrong way round. That's a bit better. Yeah, that's much better.
Matt 3D says, hi Ghost. Ghost. There's a ghost in my house.
There's a goose.
If you need to take out a bit more, just take a bit more out, Dave. But take it out on the chassis, not out the top.
Yeah, it's just along here at this edge here.
Yeah. Got 24 people watching. Okay, so it's gallery time, folks. So, hope you're ready. So, are you ready, Mark?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, gallery time, guys.
Lovely.
Okay, so first off, tonight we've got Paul Baxter, who says, work in progress, Airfix 132 Jaguar XKR GT3, which I'm sure is a GT2 body shell, is ready for decals, wheels, and seat need painting, but the interior is finished.
Nice.
Just a one photo.
It's nice.
Mm.
Do like that. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Paul Baxter. Thank you for posting.
Okay, this is Lindsay, work in progress, Lost in Space robot from the Netflix series, just more details to do.
Yeah, that's before it had all its stripes.
Yeah. Nice work, Lindsay.
Very nice work.
No worries, Ghost, mate. No worries at all.
So that was the header photo. So this is Tommy Ellis with, this is the problem during the time of year with less daylight. My want to and concentration drop off. I start chasing squirrels every time I notice an unfinished project. Start one, see another, start it, an hour later, see something else. I went back to a diorama, and next thing I know, I'm building another ship and painting a different kit.
Wow.
I do love these kind of builds.
There we go. Nice work.
Yeah, cool. Lovely work. Looking forward to seeing more on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Dieter, and it's my last F-16 for this year, nearing completion.
Cool.
Nice.
I like those tail fins decals on them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, Dieter. That was linked to a live stream. Okay, so this is Frankie Day with HMS King George V, I think that is.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Sir Lindsay and crew. I just completed my HMS King George V circa 1945. If I had known better, I would model her in the 1941. A great kit from Tamiya. I had this kit since 1985 when she was first released. I love to thank everyone for your views and comments. I'm honoured. Frankie Day Models.
And I've done the sister ship to that, the Prince of Wales.
Yeah, that was a 1945 version. That was her last refit. Nice work there, Frankie. Love it.
Very nice work.
Very nice.
There we go, guys.
Nice one, Frankie.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so next we have Mr. Ken Ramers with grabbed this out of the starter pile last night and started trimming it out. Finished it this afternoon.
Welcome in, Dutch. Welcome in, Dutch Dave. Nice to see you.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Nice. Nice work. Nice work.
And there's your playlist.
Cool. We've got an hour, so there's no rush.
Okay, so we've got Mr. Ken Ramers. Comment wasn't quite done. I forgot the wing windows. Ah, there we go. So, nice work. like it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Okay, so this is Sophie with I went to my local Warhammer shop to collect an order.
Sophie's definitely bit the bullet with this Warhammer, ain't she?
Mm,
And it pulls her. Nice. You definitely have fun with them, Sophie.
nice
Definitely.
one, Sophie.
Nice. We're looking forward to those.
Okay, so Kit Bash with a bit of live streaming fun, custom Vashtor work in progress.
Nice. It's definitely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of more radical than what he normally builds.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Ken Ramers with between last night and today, I got the interiors for the 721 Roadrunner and 60 Chevy pickup done.
Avon says, Kit Bash doing a Terry robot figure.
Oh, that's his playlist. Not many photos there.
No.
Yep. Brilliant.
No. Ken.
Okay, so this is Dieter. This is a work in progress. Big Wind. Chumatsky jet engines 132. T34 stroke 76 chassis 135. Now comes with custom parts.
And we've got Paul B models in. Welcome in, Paul B.
Right, Paul.
Nice. Nice bit of work. Ooh, look what's going on here.
Mm.
The T34 chassis. Nice.
There we go.
Nice one, Dieter.
Nice.
Okay, so Mr. Ken Ramers again with started painting on this one on Sunday.
Good old wire wheels, eh? You don't see many kits with them in anymore. Not unless it's an old pre-war vintage car. Nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Nice bit of work.
Nice.
And there's his playlist.
Cool. Nice one, Ken.
Nice work.
Okay, so Dieter again. Project Big Wind. Tank frame and engines ready. Let the scratching begin.
Jet powered tank, eh?
Mm. I bet that'll go at some speed. Probably fall apart. Can you imagine if you had built something like that?
Mm.
Oh, wow. That is awesome work.
There we go.
Looking
Nice
good,
work.
Dieter.
Nice one.
Okay, Dieter again with work in progress Eurofighter Typhoon Rapid Pacific 2022 Hesegawa 172 limited edition kit. Aircraft pretty much done. Some saved decals and antenna. Keep most of those off as to put the decals on with less risk of breaking or snapping them. This will be my 6th Typhoon, following 3 other aircraft of JG-74 in the iconic Tiger liveries, one from JG-71 and RAF aircraft in World War II colours. Got Moggy also in the stash at the scale range.
Nice. I like the shape of that.
Yeah.
It's nice. That's nice work there, Dieter. Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Nice one, Dieter.
Nice one, Dieter. Okay, so this is Tommy. Started back on this build. I didn't like the colour, so I shot it with primer and started sanding through it and adding washers. I did a little dry brush work so I can see it better. Last was started to paint some more of the interior.
Okay, so we've got Carl Scow modelling in. Welcome in, Carl and Michelle.
Hi, Carl and Michelle.
Hi, Carl. Hi, Michelle.
Cool. Definitely apocalyptic.
Mm.
Proper workhorse.
Mm. You can imagine Ron running about in one of them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That's just to get his cat litter home.
Yeah. Electric world, that.
Nice one, Tommy.
Nice work, Tommy.
Okay, so Dieter, dealing the Typhoon has some homework to do. Sticky and fighting back on curves, but gotten at least this far already.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's nice.
I like the colouring on that. Very nice.
Some fancy decaling work there.
Yeah. That is nice.
Upright colour nose goes well with it, doesn't it?
Those, yeah. Nice
Yeah.
work. Dieter. That is absolutely stunning.
Great. Okay, so this is Ron. Work in progress of the Autumn Group build Hawker Sea Hurricane Mark
Mark 2C.
2C and flight crew and pilot that I will be doing as a diorama. And now for the start of the Sea Hurricane Mark II cockpit.
Nice.
Nice bit of work there, Ron.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice work, Ron.
Nice. Looking forward to seeing more of that.
Okay, so this is Lindsay, work in progress. Revell 135 British, 155mm AS90, self-propelled howitzer, 90% there at the moment. Great camo work there, Lindsay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not too much going on, which is good.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, very nice.
I've kept it nice and dull and flat so it weren't in your face.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so Sophie, I am working on a new colour scheme for my Space Marines. Pink and purple.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Nice.
Yeah. Very different.
Very nice. Very nice, Sophie. Keep it coming.
Okay, so it's Paul Baxter again. Decals all done on the Airfix 132 Jaguar XKR. Nothing easy about those decals. They reminded me of a lot of the old 70s Airfix decals from back in the day.
Wow. He does some excellent builds. Nice work there, Paul.
It's lovely. It's definitely lovely. Lovely, that is.
Mm.
All of it.
I like the stand he's got as well for the working on them.
Yeah.
I'm not normally a sports car guy, but this really floats my boat. I like this.
Mm.
Mm.
Nice work.
Okay, Mr. Ken Ramers with finished up the frame for the Moe Bus 46-48 Chevy Coupe and finished up the interior and frame for a Revell stroke monogram 71 GTX.
Oh, I like that engine.
There's some nice carbs on it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is nice.
I just love this pre-war body styling. Lovely.
Yeah. There's his playlist. Okay, so Mr. Ken Ramers again with the shot of primer on my 60 Ford pickup custom. Have more Bondo work to do.
Coming along nicely.
Yeah. Just the two pictures.
I wonder how many work in progress Ken has actually got on the go.
Probably as much as yours.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is Dita and it's Nia Productions.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. That is good. That is really good.
She's got some really good talent there, hasn't she?
As yeah, certainly knows how to paint.
Get them while they're young.
Yeah, the next generation of model builders.
I mean, she's had plenty of guidance from her dad, but yeah, she's getting great. So it's good. It's work. It's nice work.
There we go, guys.
Nice work.
It's brilliant.
Okay, so Dita, little repair work on my owl while helping Naya with naming her creations. Whoa.
Oh, beautiful.
Natasha would love that, crafting Budgie Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Cracking job.
It's nice work. Lovely work.
Yeah.
Nice work, Dita.
Okay, so this is Dan Usher. Morning all, some glamour pics on my latest build off the bench. Airfix 172 Lightning F2A wearing the markings of the Firebird 56 Squadron, a bit of what if as the markings and identity numbers are from earlier of lighting. Painted in a mixture of green Stuff World and Tamiya acrylic paint with a touch of Posca pens over a gloss black primer. Decals a mixture of the kit and extra decal ones. The larger stencils are printed on walkways, etc.
You gotta love a lightning.
Yeah.
They used to call them widow makers.
Yeah, the Mach 3 or Mach 2 on it.
Most of them were based at RAF Pembroke.
Yeah.
Can't remember what squadron it was.
Well,
TBG might know.
nice, nice. Nice work, Dan.
There we go, guys.
Nice work, Dan. Brilliant.
That's just Ron letting us know that he's not going to be around for a while. Okay, so this is Ronald Schoon, and it's just under construction. We think this is his fire truck, didn't we?
Yes, it is, yeah.
It is, yes.
I'm following this build quite closely, actually. It's coming along nicely, isn't it?
Mm. There we go.
Nice work, Ronald.
Yay. Okay, so this is Edward Leonard with finished the 124 Revell 37 Ford truck for the Got Fuels group build. Resin upgrades from MCV Products. Craig wheels, 351 Chevrolet engine with a 1050 Dominator carburetor, primed in Mr. Surface, 1500 black painted with Gain Note EX02 gloss black 2K with KP pigment, ZBB Hypershift pearl blue and black added to it. Thanks for looking. Cheers. Video has no sound. Is he just tried to in one sentence trying to slip me up how many times or something? My word.
Just look at the colour on that. It's
Yeah,
nice.
that is stunning. That. I can't put the pipes on.
That's cool. I like that.
Mm.
Nice work there, Edward. Nice. I like it. Yeah, definitely shiny Dutch Dave, isn't it? It's nice. Mirror finish, more or less.
Mm.
Definitely. It's nice.
Okay, there we go.
I like that bed as
Very
well.
Nice. Nice work,
Okay.
Edward.
Dieter again. Christine, Plymouth Fury, 1957. Chevy Camaro, 1972. 125 AMT.
Yeah, that's 1/25th scale mark.
Yeah.
Bare to the bone. Now, will he have smoked out black windows on that Fury or not?
Mm.
Be interesting to see what he does with that.
Okay, so this is Sprue with now finished the Revell 188 speeder bike and rider. Look at the white on that.
I tell you what, these photos don't do that justice. I've seen it. It's absolutely brilliant. He's made a cracking job on that.
You can even see his butt. Wow, that's really good, Sprue.
It's nice. I like it. Well done, Sprue.
Nice work, Sprue.
Okay, so this is linked to Geordie Dave's Toyota Supra video. And then next we're going up to James Mower with a work in progress Airfix 172 Eurofighter Typhoon FGR 4 in what if aggressor Luftwaffe inspired scheme. Yep, I got bored of the grey scheme.
Ah. Do like that bit of camera work.
Mm.
It's nice. Cool.
So just a few photos, but yeah, very nice.
Cool. Coming along nicely, James.
That's a link to a book, I believe.
Yeah, that's Tam.
Right.
That's,
Oh, it went into potential spam, didn't it, Lindsay? I wasn't too sure
yeah.
about it, so I left it for you to have a look at.
yeah, Tam's writing books at the moment, modelling books.
Right. Okay, so this is Francois with progress on the 65 Impaler SS. Chrome, windows, and interior are ready to go. Happy with the results so far.
It's a nice goldy bronzy colour in it, really.
Mm,
It's nice. I like that.
it's like a flaked gold.
Yeah, just look at that interior work.
Wow.
You can actually smell the leather, can't you? You can imagine opening that door and smelling that leather. Cool. Nice work.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Nice work, Francois.
It is nice.
Okay, so this is Ken, and he says, been painting on the frames and engines on the Moebius 64 Comet and the Revell 57 Ford Gassia. Oh, there's his playlist. At least we know when the photos are done when they do that. Okay, so Mr. Ken Ramers again finished the frames for the Revell 57 Ford Gassia and the Moebius 64 Comet.
Start painting these first.
Again, his playlist. Oh, I don't know what that thing is on the right-hand side.
Cool.
That didn't look like very child-friendly. Okay, so that's the link for the Wednesday PPM. At least I know I'm getting somewhere. Okay, so Lindsay with final reveal of the 40k Warhammer Sisters of Battle Exorcist. Took a few weeks to complete this, but was well worth all the effort.
It certainly was.
Lindsay, you just keep getting better and better with Warhammer. I think you need to do a kit bash, though. You haven't done one for a while.
Just need to enlarge the photo up a bit more so they can see the detail. That's it.
Nice.
All hand painted.
I'm going to drop it down now.
Nice work there, Lindsay.
It was quite an enjoyable build. I did enjoy it.
There's a lot to it.
Oh, definitely. If you like painting detail, this is the type of kit you want.
Well done, Lindsay. Okay, so Lindsay again with final reveal of the Lost in Space robot from the Netflix series using colour shift paints and Woodland Scenics ground cover. Was a challenge painting this resin figure. Danger, Marks Mods. Why?
I just felt like putting that in there.
You notice that Lindsay always does his pictures in portrait mode, not landscape mode.
Yeah.
Makes it more difficult to be made into a header.
Nice work, Lindsay. Brilliant.
There we go. Brilliant one. And remember you sticking the finger back on that and discovering about super glue accelerant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is Mr. James Moore with a work in progress Meng model 17700 Chinese Type 55 guided missile destroyer.
Oh, wow.
Just the two pictures there, but yeah,
Nice one, James.
not something I've seen before. Okay, so James again with a work in progress Airfix 172 Eurofighter Typhoon FGR4 decals on, ready for her clear coat.
It's nice. I like that.
Very nice.
We've got Clicking Cliff in. Welcome in.
Hello, Clicking Cliff.
Oh, Clicking Cliff.
Okay, so let's refresh.
Oh.
Ooh, quite a few. Right, okay, so we've got Dorka with work on the 70 Pontiac Firebird is going slow. Hopefully I'll get the dash finished today.
Nice.
That's nicely done. Mm. Nice.
There we go. Nice one, Dorka.
Nice one, Dorka.
Okay, so this is Dutch Dave with adding some Russian mud onto this 1932 T16.
Wow.
Very nice. That's going to look good when it's done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so this is Carl. My big Jeep, LOL, 116 by Tacom.
Yeah.
He's made a good job of that. It's nice.
Yeah. I like the way he's done the windows and all. Look at that.
There we
Nice
go.
work, Al. Nice job.
Okay, so Carl again. My latest, a Mustang by Tamiya, part of a group build with JC and Sarah Jane.
Well, that's stunning.
It is, yeah. Very nice. Look at that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Excellent.
Nice work, Carl.
And that's it, guys. Took 40 minutes, but we got through 2 weeks of gallery. Thank you, everybody, for your posts. All back to you now, Lindsay, for the chat.
All we need is a header.
Right, we're getting painting done.
I wrote Edward Leonard's pickup tree. Okay, following Ghost says, sorry I've been quiet, really sick today. Not to worry, mate. I hope you get better. And by the way, thank you everyone for posting. Fantastic gallery. Brilliant. TBG says, tonight we're going through the round window with Mark. Martin says, great work, Lindsay. Thank you. Apple says, nice F16 Dieter. TBG says, cool F16 Dieter. Flying Dutchman says, Frankie knows his ships. He definitely does. Apple says, evening Dutch Dave. Panther Cat says, hi Dutch Dave. Flying Dutchman says, hi all. TBG says, hi the Flying Dutchman. Apple said, Kit Bash doing a Terry robot figure. Flying Dutchman says, hi James. Paul B says, evening Lindsay, Mark, Dave and all in chat.
Hello.
Panther Cat says, hi Paul. Apple says, hi Paul. Paul B says, hi Panther. I hope you're well, mate. He also says, hi Apple. David Markey says, hello Paul B. TBG says, hi Paul B Models. Paul B says, hi David. He also says, hi James. Panther Cat says, I think a Russian's forest fire fighting project. That was Dieter's, I think he's on about. Carl Scout Modeling says, good evening all. Panther says, evening Carl. Paul B says, evening Carl. DBG says, hi Carl. David Martin says, hi Carl and Michelle. Panther says, hi Michelle. Apple says, evening Carl and Michelle. Carl says, no, just me tonight. I'm still at my son's house painting. Ooh. Panther Cat says, Carl, you're going to need a bigger brush. Flying Dutchman says, I see some amazing stuff here, gents. Yeah, there's a brilliant gallery, definitely. Apple says, what a big boomstick, Lindsay. Panther says, the green shade is nice on that, Lindsay. Yeah, it was Panzer Olive Green from Model Air. Apple says 56 Squadron Lightning RAF Watersham Dan Usher. TBG says Apple knows. Apple says should do James. It was one of my old bases before they moved on to the Phantoms. Flying Dutchman says, oh wow, shiny. Apple says sprues geezer on a speeder. David Market says economy engines in those cars. Dutch Dave says nice splotches of grey. That's on TBG's plane. Apple says nice camo, James. Panther says that's not leather you smell, Lindsay. I think Roxy's dropped one. Nah, not tonight. She hasn't dropped one tonight. Apple says here we go, roundabout with Lindsay. Clicking Cliff says yo. David Markey says hello, Cliff. Paul says hi, Cliff. Following says hi, Cliff. Panther says hello, Cliff. Apple says hi, Cliff. Paul B says hi, Ghost. Ghost says hi, Paul. Clicking Cliff says yo. David Markey, Paul B. Following Ghost, Panther Cat and Apple. Flying Dutchman says Carl showing his thingy again. Apple says Big Willis car, lovely job. Panther Cat says excellent work again from everyone, definitely. David Markey says excellent work, folks. Apple says straight off the showroom floor, Carl. Paul B says stunning work, everyone. Carl Sky Mullen says my lift's arrived, so bye for now. Drive home in the snow, yeah.
Take care.
Paul B says bye, Carl. Safe travels. Panther says take care, Carl. Drive safe, Michelle. Following Go says great work, everyone. Definitely.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So we've only got 15 minutes left. So okay. See how far you've got with that, Dave.
Just that far at the minute.
Yeah, well, it's coming along, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's going in the spray booth now. I'm going to spray it black.
Yeah.
And because all the other parts have been sprayed now, so then I can start on the painting before I put it all on. Like you said, what's its need painting? The horns. and everything else needs painting before it all goes on.
Yeah. Cool.
So that'll be going in the spray booth now.
Yeah.
I haven't made any progress, Lindsay.
Well, I know you haven't, Mark, 'cause you've been very busy, mate.
Yeah.
So I haven't made much progress since I last showed you anyway. So, yeah. So there you go. You're welcome to me. So, yeah. So I think we'll go cameras up, I think.
Okay.
So, wow. What a live stream. Beautiful gallery. Love the gallery. Excellent. Loads and loads of photos and great work. Nice one, everyone. So, thank you very much, Mark. Once again. Always does a grand job on that gallery.
Always does a good job on that gallery.
Down here. He's rattling a can.
Just
So
gotta get
anyway, yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for coming in tonight. Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much, but everybody in the chat. Also, everybody from the PPM, and also those people in the background that's just watching on TV. If you've got some kind of device, please put the thumbs up for everybody. It'd be much appreciated. So, Mark will be back again on Friday, which will be the Sci-Fi PPM build, which starts 1 p.m. UK time. And you have Partworks Live weekend. Well,
Sunday, 7 p.m. for the Partwork live show.
yeah. Skippy is live tomorrow from Carl's Pod. So, yeah. And whoever else is live streaming, I think Terry's live streaming, I think, Little History. I think he's live streaming 6:30 as usual.
R6 tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, 6:30 as usual. So pop along there to Terry, give him some support and stuff like that. Apple says, great show as usual. David Markey says, thank you all for a great stream. Dale Max says, take care, everyone. Paul B says, thanks for a great stream, guys. Night, everyone. Yeah, it's nice to see everyone. Panzer says, great stream again, Lindsay. Don't forget, folks, show your appreciation for the guys and stick your thumbs up. David Markey says, later, folks. Later, David Markey, and later, everybody. So, what we here Wednesday. Do look out for, because I'm starting back on the Graf Zeppelin, and I'm going to carry on as videos with that. So if you want to see that build, that will be done videos only. I won't be live streaming that. So I should carry on with the Graf Zeppelin as from next week. So other than that, guys, I'll see you when I see you all. See you soon. And we'll say good night. Take care all. Bye-bye.
Bye.